Using your VA home loan benefit to build your dream house can be a nightmare if you do not know what you're doing. I've made this video right here to serve as a guide for any veteran or service member that wants to use the VA construction to permanent one-time close, which allows qualifying veterans and service members to build their dream house with no down payment, no mortgage insurance, and some of the lowest interest rates available. And I'm going to break this down into 5 simple steps so that you can understand it and successfully build your house. But right now, I want you to like this video before we get into that. Chances are that you are a veteran or a service member or in the real estate profession. So by you liking this video, it's going to tell YouTube to show it to other people like us, and it's going to spread this valuable information to other veterans and service members who do not know what they are doing. So real quick, like this video. Thank you so much. So step 1 of the VA construction to permanent one-time close is a mortgage approval. So the mortgage approval process for the construction to permanent one-time close is just like any other home mortgage. You're going to upload your tax return, some bank statements, your DD-214 or your LESs if you're still active, all the qualifying documents for a mortgage approval. The most important part of the mortgage approval process is the lender itself. So you need to make sure that your mortgage lender that you do decide to work with has experience with the VA construction to permanent one-time close. If they're telling you that you cannot build with your VA home loan benefit, then this is not the right lender for you. I get calls several times a week of veterans saying that they cannot build with the VA home loan because they talked to this lender or this lender. It does not mean that you can't build with your VA loan. It just means that they cannot help you do it. Unfortunately, there's not a quick process to finding these lenders. The quickest, most effective way is just hitting the phones and calling as many lenders as you can and verifying that they offer the VA construction to permanent one-time close. Once you find a lender that offers this program, you want to verify that they have experience with this program. So, for example, if you want to build a barndominium, you want to make sure that this lender has experience of borrowers successfully building barndominiums with their VA home loan benefit. This is going to show that they're reputable. So step 1, just to reiterate, find a lender who is qualified to do the VA home loan, has experience doing the construction to permanent one-time close, and has experience with the type of property that you like. Make sure they're licensed in your state. That's step 1. Once you have this mortgage approval from this lender, you're going to go into step 2, which is finding the builder. Equally as important. And before we jump into step 2, I want to clarify that to my knowledge, there is not a list of builders who are approved by the VA or have experience building with the VA construction to permanent one-time close. So I'm taking it upon myself to build this list. I'm talking with veterans 7 days a week to discuss how to use their VA home loan construction to permanent one-time close to build their dream house. And I'm creating a database of builders who are experienced with different types of properties. So right now, if you want to contribute to this list, comment your city and state right here. I schedule time every week to track down these builders in these areas. So if you would like to contribute, or if you do plan on using this benefit to build your house, it will help you in the future to help me build this list. So comment your city and state right now. Thank you so much. But step 2, the builder. As of 2026, the VA removed the requirement for a builder to be approved by the VA. So they just need to be a general contractor or a building company, and this will qualify them to build with the construction to permanent one-time close. Like I said before, there is no list of builders who have this experience. So just like finding the right lender, finding the right builder is very, very similar. You're going to call around to local building companies in your area. Personally, whenever I'm vetting builders on behalf of veterans, I'm asking if they have experience building the property type that you like in your zip code in the last 12 months. This is going to show that they are reputable. I tend to lean towards companies that have experience with the VA construction to permanent one-time close. Some builders are going to shy away from working with the VA. Some builders are going to tell you that you have to own the land first, or you need to go buy the land before we even start the process. These are not the builders for you. Builders are going to encourage you to do this because it is easier for them. Okay, if your builder is telling you that you need to own the land first, they are not the right builder for your VA construction to permanent one-time close. You need to find a builder who has experience doing this. So once you find the builder who has experience building the property type that you like in your zip code in the last 12 months that has experience with the VA construction to permanent one-time close, they are going to have a builder contract, which outlines the timeline for construction and the cost of construction. The key thing is the cost. Now, it's not going to be a definite number down to the dollar or even down to the hundreds of dollars. In my experience recently, when you're at this stage of finding the builder, it's going to be a range of cost, typically within about $10,000 plus or minus. But this is going to be a key foundation for you to move forward in the planning process of your construction to permanent one-time close. So you're going to have a construction cost, like I said, within a range of plus or minus $10,000. So finding the builder is step 2. Once you have the builder and you've determined this construction cost, you're going to move into step 3, which is finding the vacant land. Okay? Now, a lot of people ask me, what if I already own the land? If you already own the land, you don't necessarily need to take this step. But for those of you, which from my experience, the majority of people do not own the land. So referencing step 2, the cost of construction, and step 1, the mortgage approval amount, we're going to do some basic math and subtract our cost of construction from our mortgage approval amount. This is going to be our vacant land budget. So yes, for those of you asking, you do have the option to finance the land with your construction to permanent one-time close using the VA home loan benefit. You do not have to finance the land. Like I said before, if you already own the land, you do not have to consider this. But if you need the land, this is how you work it into your budget. This will be your vacant land budget. Now, a key tip here is you do not want to take up this entire land budget. Like, as you probably know, if you're watching this video, you're probably scouring Zillow for vacant land in your area. A lot of these land lots are going to need prep work. They're going to need dirt work. They're going to need utilities installed, maybe septic tanks, wells, driveways. You can put all of this into the loan as long as you leave enough room in your mortgage. So it may be advantageous for you to not take up your entire mortgage amount so that you do have the option to finance these things. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you exactly how I suggest veterans budget these additional costs with their construction project. But the land purchasing process, you're going to find a real estate agent. They're going to show you vacant lots in your area. You're going to submit an offer on the land, just like submitting an offer on any type of property. It's going to be a long document. Your real estate broker, your real estate agent is going to help you draft this offer. Eventually, a seller will accept it, and you're going to do your due diligence on the land, which basically means you're going to do surveys, and you're going to check city ordinances, things like this. The title company is going to do a title search to clear the title to make sure that there's no anybody else claiming ownership rights to this land. While you're under contract on this land, this is when your builder and your lender are going to be communicating about this builder contract that we referenced from step 2. They're going to be structuring the builder contract to the standard of the VA. The VA has specific requirements of how the builder contract needs to be detailed in order for it to fully fund. So the builder and lender are going to be putting this contract together to making sure it's done the right way. Once the lender and builder are on the same page, the title company has cleared title, and the lender has cleared you to close, you are going to officially close on this mortgage. So step 4 is closing. Closing is just like closing on a house. You're going to take possession of the land, and the mortgage is going to fund, meaning that the mortgage is officially in your name and the funds are available. So this is when you're going to go to closing, you sign documents, you drop off a check. Sometimes people pick up checks at closing, that is possible. So step 4 is closing, and then construction, step 5, begins after closing. So the builder is going to pull funds from the mortgage that was funded to fund the construction project. The builder contract, discussed in step 2, is going to outline specific phases of the construction project. So this is how the construction process works. The builder pulls funds for a phase, completes the phase of construction, orders an inspection from the lender. The inspector gives a green light saying it's good to go, and then the builder moves on to phase 2. This process repeats in accordance with the builder contract until all phases are completed. Then a final inspection, a county inspection, and then a certificate of occupancy is issued, and you move in within 60 days after construction is completed. So these are the 5 steps to the VA construction to permanent one-time close building process. If you plan on using your VA home loan benefit to build your house, these are the steps that you need to do. This is how I suggest you do it. And by the way, the hardest part of this process is finding the right lenders, finding the right builders. Most people tell me that they call 10, 15, 20 different builders or lenders, and they do not know what they're talking about. And I think that they're asking the wrong questions to the wrong people, and they're getting the wrong answers. So I'm offering to you, veterans and service members, I schedule calls 7 days a week. I explain this process in even further in depth, answering any questions that they have, outlining all of the details of the construction to permanent process. I even share a step-by-step guide that outlines the entire process in detail with a checklist to keep you on track. As mentioned before, I also have a spreadsheet calculator that was shared with me by a mortgage lender to help you budget your construction. So this spreadsheet, you can put in your cost of construction, your land budget, and it will tell you what your interest only payments will be. It'll tell you what your builder's fee is, and it will really help you understand how to structure your project to have as little out of pocket as possible. I deliver all of this information to you over a 1-hour consultation. So if that is something that you would be interested in, the link to my calendar is down below. It is very valuable for you, and for the next 60 days, it is actually 50% off. So follow the link below, pick a day and time that works best for you. But this is the VA construction to permanent one-time close process. If any of this information was valuable for you, if you learned anything in this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment on the video. It will help spread this information out to other veterans, service members that need this information. A lot of people get bad information, get incorrect information, and I make these videos to try to fight against all that bad information. So like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one.